Hi, this is BB from clutterclearinglifecoaching.com, and I want to make a short video today about inspiration. When people think of inspiration, they usually think of churches, quotes, like inspirational quotes, Bible verses, quotes that makes them feel closer to their creator, closer to their higher self, or just inspired to get up and do something. And you could see a quote that has been out there for years, and someone else would say basically the same thing in a different way, and suddenly you get it. Like, you get it. It has happened to me several times in my life. Like, suddenly you get it. What it means is that you are vibrating on the same frequency as the second person. You are vibrating on the frequency that they are explaining this. This quote is coming from their heart, and you are feeling what the message, you're feeling the inspiration within the message they're trying to convey. So you get inspired by this quote. Like you can hear in background, my cat is not inspired by me right now, and she's very vocal about it. So what does inspiration mean to you? What does it mean to you in your particular life and lifestyle? What does it mean to you to be inspired? What does inspiration mean? Does it mean that you have to go to church? Does it mean you have to go to church and pray? Does it mean you have to go to church and spend your days to get inspiration? Or do you get inspiration in nature, like being out in the forest, in the green, in the grass, roses, flowers, anything in nature, at the park, the ocean maybe, or a lake, or the mountains? What inspires you? What makes you feel like somehow where you are in life feels really good, feels good, and you're ready to actually embrace something more of what you're experiencing, some happiness, some joy. Like somehow it makes you feel connected. It makes you feel connected. It makes you feel a sense of synchronicity, the flow of the universe that's flowing through you. That is the frequency of love. That is the frequency of inspiration. You get inspired by love. When something is done from the heart, when something is given from the heart, and it resonates with you, it means that your heart is connected as well. It is a heartfelt projection that is meeting a heartfelt recipient. So you have the two, and it's a great combination. So it could be a quote, it could be something from the Bible, it could be something something funny a child says, it could be something a friend tells you. So don't push aside. Inspiration comes from the weirdest places, the most awkward places sometimes, the most unusual places. Inspiration comes from sources you overlook, because when we have a busy schedule, when we're busy every day, little things tend to, they just, get past us. We don't really, we're too busy for that. We're too busy for this. We didn't leave that for tomorrow. Sometimes it's okay to look at it when it's in front of you, because that's when you probably need it the most. They say we attract everything into our lives. So if something shows up that inspires you, it is because this is the time you need it. If something shows up that makes you feel like you want to write a poem, do it. If something shows up that makes you feel like you want to start your own business. You want to have a website of your own. You want to start a line of products of your own. You want to whatever. It's inspiration. These things, they matter, and they matter big time. So what is your inspiration? What inspires you? It could be anything. Like if it's something that inspires you, like you watch a video on Facebook and or YouTube, and you see this great recipe and everybody is just raving about how it tastes. They made it, it was good, they have some variations, that's even better for them. And you feel inspired and you want to make the same, you want to follow the recipe and create the dish of your own. And you do it. That's an inspiration. Well, let's look at when that inspiration isn't flowing. What happens when the inspiration feels like the inspiration well has dried up and it's not flowing anymore? What happens then? How do we get the juices flowing again? How do we get inspired again? How do we get to a place where we feel that we're ready to get on board again, to do this again, to get started again? When even the child's smile isn't helping, or the cat chasing its own tail isn't working, or hearing something funny on TV is not happening. I was inspired to actually cough, so I paused the video and I apologize. So what do you do when the inspiration well seems to have dried up? One of the things you can do at home, and this is something that actually engages all 5 senses, is to get a piece of paper, a pen, and write down exactly what is not happening. How do you do that? If you're, let's say, an artist and you want to write a piece of music and you don't feel inspired, then you get the pen and piece of paper and write down, well, what the problem is. I've been working on this and I need to get it started. I need to finish it. I need to, do the finishing touches, whatever is necessary. Then write down just underneath 3 things you think is missing, that you can't just seem to grasp. It's just not coming to you. That muse, invisible or visible, is just, you need to get a new muse. So write down 3 of them. And then just below the 3, or beneath the 3, write down 3 to 5 or 3 to 100 things that used to inspire you, that you used to find funny. Now we're going to trick the mind here. We're going to cause it, or force it basically, to remember when you were inspired in the past. Because you have something to compare it to. When you were inspired, when you felt great, when you felt like ideas were coming at you from every different angle, and you had so many just coming at you, and you just felt riveted, and you felt connected, and you felt vivacious, and you felt energetic, and you had all of this, and it was going, and you created something beautiful, and then you created something else beautiful, and then something else beautiful, and then there was a lull. So we're gonna go back. Remind your mind of the time when you had it all, when you were so creative, and these creative ideas were flowing non-stop. Let it bring more to you, because it's capable of doing it. You will not have a lot of resistance, because you did this before. It's like this. The mind works like this. If you have never made $1 million in a year or 2 years, and you set a goal to make $1 million, your mind is going to fight you every step of the way. It's going to say, there's no way. There is no way. You can never do that. If you have in the past made $1 million within a year or 2, and you write that down as a goal, it's not going to fight you. There will be absolutely no argument, internal argument, because you have done that before. You know how to do it, and you most likely will do it again. So we're going to trick the mind into giving us the inspiration and drawing people, places, situation, things that will once more give us the inspiration that we're looking for, to inspire us, so that those creative juices get flowing once again. And of course, I said creative, but it could be for business as well, or for relationships, or anything at all. Like your wife's birthday, or your wedding anniversary. You just, for some reason, it's in 2 months, and you have no idea what to get her, because you've just been so busy, you're out of touch, you just don't know what she wants. Get your creative juices flowing, and trust me, you're going to find the best present ever for her. So if you need my help with any of this, I will post the link to my website in the description. That is clutterclearinglifecoaching.com. That's clearing out the clutter at clutterclearinglifecoaching.com. Fill out the contact form and make sure you put your phone number. I will give you a call as soon as I'm able to, and we will discuss what your particular needs are, and we'll take it from there. Until the next time or the next video, stay safe, stay inspired, and peace.